How do you make the best experience with the guests in the interview?
Yeah, it starts from the initial reach out, right?
Yeah.
So you're reaching out to a guest. That's step one. And many people are afraid to actually do that. So they're just people. They put their pants on the same way you do every morning. So, and it's, you got to remember that it's an honor to be asked to be on a podcast, right? Because then that's like a sign of respect. Like, hey, I respect you enough that I want your knowledge on my podcast, right? So if you get into that mindset, it's easier to ask. But there's a way to ask that will get you more yeses than no's. One is you DM them on social media. That's where I get my best response, is social media. So find which social media they're most active on, and if you kind of listen to some podcasts or videos or blogs that they've written, they'll likely have a theme like follow me here, follow me there, that will tell you where they're most active on.
Mm-hmm.
And then just send them a message saying, hey, I host, this XYZ podcast. I'd love to feature you as a guest. Not I'd love to have you as a guest, but love to feature. That word's important because then it's like, hey, I'm promoting you to my audience, right?
Yeah.
So I'd love to feature you as a guest to my audience of blank. So if you have a niche audience, say my audience of amateur athletes that are looking to go pro. That's my audience for Science of Sports Recovery podcast. So then that will tell them right away if it's a good fit for them, because they already know their audience. And if your audience doesn't align with their audience, then it's likely not going to work out anyways. And that's okay for you as the person asking, because you want people that are going to align with your audience anyways. So that's kind of the opening. Right. I want you on this. I want to feature you on this podcast that I host, XYZ podcast name, to my audience of blank, and then tell them why.